All right, folks, of course, every night following the Steve Malzberg Show at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on Newsmax TV, it's Newsmax Prime with J.D. Hayworth, former Congressman, of course, from the great state of Arizona. And J.D., we welcome you again. That must mean it's Friday, so everybody's happy today.
Very happy and really looking forward to next Tuesday with what will be going on there just right over your shoulder in New York City and across New York State.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. And of course, I know that you'll be anchoring coverage. We're going to have it all covered right here Tuesday night. So that's the only place people have to tune is Newsmax Television. All right, let's start a little bit first with yesterday and that very, very contentious shouting match between Hillary and Bernie. What'd you make of it?
Well, it shows you the wear and tear of the campaign. Hillary Clinton envisioned nothing like this, and Bernie Sanders, given the fact that his message really resonates with the kids in that entitlement mentality, and quite frankly, you know this better than I do, Steve, just how far lurching the left is in the environs in and around New York City. He has great appeal to the point where he has closed within 2 points of Mrs. Clinton, and that is absolutely putting Hillary on pins and needles. That's why you saw such a contentious debate last night with Wolf Blitzer, of all people, trying to admonish both of the candidates to not speak over one another. Yeah. It's really getting tight. There's real tension. And Hillary in the back room has to say, thank goodness for the super delegates, because I've basically got the fix in when it comes to the Democrat convention.
Absolutely. Now, when it comes to the Republican side, everybody expects, and the polls indicate, Donald Trump with a huge victory. I mean, he really needs the 50% threshold in these districts so he could take all the delegates.
That is exactly the case. And correct me if I'm wrong, but by the math I've seen, with that 50% victory, or a margin of 50%, Donald would take something like 85 of the entire set of delegates up for grabs. Of course, there's an inside game going into congressional districts where there are not a lot of Republicans. We know that John Kasich and Ted Cruz have been trying that in terms of the delegate sweepstakes. But obviously for Donald Trump to win decisively in the wake of Wisconsin, to change the momentum yet again, that's important to his campaign. And then, of course, the endorsement of the New York Post, very important. I don't think it was much of a surprise, but Donald has momentum building in his home state, and you got to win at home.
Yeah, and Kasich eating pizza with a fork and knife, and then yesterday telling a bunch of Hasidic Jews that the Passover is all about Jesus' blood. It's really not working out well for him in New York, I'll tell you that. Who's coming on the big show at 8 p.m. right after this Steve Malzberg show here?
Well, we want you to stay tuned, because Dave Ehrenberg, the Palm Beach County, Florida attorney who made the decision not to prosecute Donald Trump's campaign manager, he's coming on. He's had a day to reflect on this, and I guess it's where politics meets the criminal justice process. So we will talk to Dave Ehrenberg, the Democrat elected to that position in Palm Beach County, Florida.
That's a great interview. I can't wait to see it. What's your take real quick on should people like Kasich and Cruz apologize? Because they wanted Lewandowski fired.
Well, sure, they should, but this is politics. In politics, you never say you're sorry unless you see a way in the polls that will help lift your numbers.
Absolutely. All right, we look forward to that interview. We look forward to your show, as we do every night at 8 p.m. Thank you, J.D.
Steve Areno, have a great weekend.
You too, my friend. Coming up next, we're joined by the one and only Ed Klein, who says that Barack Obama is giving some advice to Bernie Sanders. Don't miss it.